I have had a realization. When I started this series, I wanted to show you guys how to thrive in Minecraft, not just to survive. And we've built a lot of different contraptions and stuff, and we've been just going ham recently on building this castle, on getting all the walls built up and things like that. And I just realized I've been collecting a lot of my resources manually lately. I haven't been doing a whole lot of automation, and I don't know if I would call that thriving. You know, having to collect everything by hand, that just seems to me like that's not thriving. I don't know. Today we are going to change that. Anyway, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Thrive Guide. My name is ClickFlow, and it's good to be back. I'm sorry that my recording schedule and my video schedule has been so irregular and sporadic recently. As some of you may know, I am currently in school right now, so it's just been kind of hectic. I haven't gotten a whole lot of time to put into this, and I'm really sad about that. But the school semester is winding down right now, and the summer is about to start, so hopefully I'll have a lot more time that I can put into this project, into this series, and into my channel in general. Anyway, as I was thinking about that little intro there, and I was thinking about all the things that we have been having to collect manually, one of the big things that came to my mind as I've been thinking about that is this guy over here, this Ghast Blaster. As you may know, a few episodes, actually several episodes ago by now, we built this up. We built up all of the redstone and everything surrounding, like, that will govern the actual block breaking and the actual farm mechanism of the design, but we haven't brought in any of the ghasts. This is looking pretty empty right now. And there is a good reason for that. The main thing is that before I can put in the ghasts and get this farm functional, I need a structure that will completely enclose this area and not allow things to spawn. Because if we put all the ghasts here, of course they're going to start aggroing on the player and possibly on other entities in the world, and they will start fireballing each other. Or fireballing parts of the mechanism, and that will just be very, very bad. What is that guy doing down there? He needs to go. Hey, he died of fire damage and I didn't get bad omened. Yay! Anyway, as I was saying, we don't want the ghast blowing up up all of our redstone. We don't want the ghast blowing us up or blowing themselves up. So we want a structure to go around this thing before we build anything else up. And I've had some ideas about that. I really want this to look like an industrial type building. I really want this to have like a lot of red brick, maybe granite and things like that. But red brick is kind of difficult to get. I mean, you really have to get it from clay. And so we could go around and into all these riverbeds and into the ocean and stuff like that and just mine a whole bunch of clay by hand. But as I was saying at the beginning of this episode, that's not really thriving, is it? No, I wouldn't call that thriving at all. That would be just barely surviving, you know? I want to build something up that will allow us to automatically, or at least semi-automatically, collect all of that brick, all of the building materials that we're going to need for this. And the answer to that is not going to be a typical farm like you might think. No, the answer to that lies over here with these guys, villagers. Of course, oh, that guy looks like he's not very friendly. I love how he's just stuck down there and he can't do anything. That's fantastic. He can't do anything, right? Okay, anyway, as I was saying, villagers, these guys are going to be our ticket to getting lots and lots of different resources. I just have not really dealt a lot with villagers because I built up the iron farm early in this series, you know, a fair few episodes back, and I just absolutely had the hardest time with all of those villagers. It was so difficult to get them to work together, and I just like, okay, I'm gonna be done working with villagers. But I think today I want to change that. Today I want to go and do a little bit more work with these guys. I want to get a villager trading hall built up so that we can trade with all kinds of our different villagers. Yeah, I'm excited about it. So I'm gonna go and get a possible block palette put together, and I'll show you guys what I'm thinking this is going to look like. All right, we are back at the castle again, and I think I have all the things that I want to look at for like the block palette of this. And I'm just gonna kind of throw it together over here. I don't think it's gonna be over here. Of course, I think the trading hall would look best, I think, outside of the inner walls, almost as if it's like it's part of one of these this outer city dale around the outside of the castle. And so I'm kind of wanting to do that, but I can kind of show you guys the block palette that I'm thinking about for this building. Yeah, so these are kind of the things that I've been thinking about doing. Having this nether brick, having spruce wood. I like the idea of including prismarine bricks, spruce wood, and then stripped spruce wood. Yeah, I think those would look pretty cool. As a build palette put together. And of course we're going to include the fences and the wall and stair variants of all of these types of wood. But I think we can make something pretty special with that. It's going to be something kind of big because we want to include a lot of villagers in it. We want to be able to have basically several villagers from each of the different types of professions, so that we can have lots and lots of different villagers and different trades that we can get inside of our villager trading hall. And then, of course, we're going to need a way to increase or improve the prices of our villager trades. And you can easily do that by zombifying villagers and then curing them again. So once you have the resources, it really doesn't take all that much. We need some potions of weakness, which is not too hard to get, and some golden apples, if you remember from one of the earlier episodes of this season. And then we can cure zombie villagers that way and get some pretty awesome trades, actually. So we're going to want to install a mechanism in it that will automatically zombify villagers and then cure them in an area where the effect will be applied to all of the villagers in the surrounding area, which I think will be really cool. And then of course we have to get villagers into it. And as tempting as it is to just steal villagers from these villages on either side of our castle, I think what we should do is set up a villager breeder, which honestly isn't too difficult of an idea. What constitutes villager breeding basically is you need to have at least 2 villagers, and they need to have beds that they can link to, both for the villagers, so that they'll have 2 beds, and then there'll be a surplus of beds, so an extra bed. And then if they have enough food, then they will breed a baby villager just automatically. So we can set that up in a fairly easy, fairly rudimentary cell like that, and then just throw them food, or have an automatic food farm that just supplies them with an endless amount of food, and then it will produce baby villagers, and we can get a surplus of villager population that way. And then of course we can assign them all of their villager trades. Composters are going to want to be part of that. We're going to want to have blast furnaces. We're going to want to have smithing tables, lecterns, all of those things. And I think I'm going to get together all of those different trading stations, as many as I can think of, as many as I can get a hold of. And then just in a little bit, just in a few hours from the time of this recording, I am going to be doing a live stream. And so I think I'm going to, in that live stream, start building up the structure of how I want this thing to, where I want this thing to be. And I'm thinking right over here sounds like a good place. It'll still be on the eastern side of the castle, but it'll be on the outer walls, and it'll be more up front, where all of the, the front of the castle, where all of the trade is going to be coming in through. Because of course we're going to have lots of ships and stuff eventually, hopefully, in that bay over there, and have like roads coming up through into the castle. So I am excited for that stream. I will let you guys know how it goes, and I will show you guys progress updates as we go along. But hopefully we can get that villager trading hall built up, and then we can get actual and then we can actually get to getting villagers in it and start assigning all the trades. All right, everybody, welcome back. And I have been doing a bunch of work, and I'm excited to show you guys this villager trading hall that we have set up. We worked on this pretty much the entire time last live stream, and I think we've got something pretty special. Check that out. I think that's looking pretty good. I really liked the combination of the prismarine brick and the spruce logs and the nether brick. I think that added some really neat contrast. And if you can't tell, I really enjoyed how the look of that glass dome looked on the Great Hall, and I wanted to kind of replicate that for this, so you can see it was a little bit tricky to build because we had two different shapes going across, because it was an irregular shaped build. But I think it turned out pretty good, and I'm super excited about it. And honestly, the thing that probably took me the most time to figure out is this right here. Yes, we have a working piston door that that works on both of these things. I can flip that, and then we have that there. And of course you can see there's this little glass pane. That's because I didn't really want to mess with double piston extenders and things like that to get that middle block out of the way. And if you see, when you put all of the blocks around it, it fills up the entire space. But when you open it up, it's like a 1-2 pixel, strip that's practically see-through, and it doesn't really, if you walk right into it, of course it's going to stop you, but you can walk around it and it doesn't make a big deal. So I was really proud of that. I was really happy, and I was able to conceal all of the redstone pretty much completely without having to take any cells out. We ended up having to take out 2 different cells, but I really like this design here. We have the villager cells here, like you're seeing, and basically we're going to get a bunch of villagers in here, and we'll put them into a spot right here, and then we'll place the workstation right there so that they can access it and work to it. But then we can access their trades and stuff, but they can't get out. And then we can put like a sign up here that will tell us what their trade is and things. I'm really excited about this. I think this has come together really, really nicely. And I love how open it is. You can just run up these staircases, and you can see all the way down through. I'm thinking about putting like a chandelier type something in the middle to kind of fill up the space. But I love how you just have rows and rows of villager cells. And if I did my calculations correct, I counted them, and I think we have 122 villager trading cells. And there are 13 different villager professions in the game currently, as of the 1.16 release. So that means that we have a little bit more than 9 villagers per villager profession. So that's going to be really cool. We're going to have a little bit left over, and we can add, like, I'm thinking probably a little extra librarians, so that we can have all of the, well, a lot of the enchantment book trades, all of the valuable ones, like mending, looting 3, efficiency 5, you know, all of those things. And that'll really help out. And then we'll have 9 of each of the other different villager professions, like a weaponsmith and a Fletcher and a butcher, you know, all of those guys that will trade us some really neat stuff. As you can tell though, this place, although it's looking really cool, it's really empty. There's no villagers in it. So I need to go set up a villager breeding area. I think I'm just going to do that off in this corner over here, just far enough that way that hopefully that the villagers here that are born will not link to any of the workstations over there. So hopefully we can get them all fresh and brand new, and then we'll take them over by via a minecart rail into the trading hall, and then we'll assign them their trades, do all of the trade rolling and stuff like that, and then we'll sort them out. And I'm probably not going to get all done in this episode. It is a lot of work to wrangle villagers, but I am super happy with the progress that we have made. In just a few hours time, as of the recording of this episode, again, this is a new day, I'm going to be going over, I'm going to go live over on Twitch again, and we're going to do most of that villager wrangling, or as much of it as we can. I think we'll probably start with the librarians, and then we'll move on to probably toolsmiths and stone cutters and things like that, stonemasons, so that we can get some more resources like that. But I'm really excited. I hope you guys are too. And I guess I'll get over to that live stream and we'll get some work done. And I'll tune you guys back in once that is over. Hey folks, welcome back. As you can see by this nasty long trail of rails, we've been doing some work on trying to get villagers in here, and you can't really see that well. I mean, I can throw one of these down here and we can see. I tried to put together a villager breeder and it really just did not work. We have a couple of villagers in here that I've been breeding up manually. I really don't know the best way to breed these guys to do an automatic villager breeder. What I thought is that you could have them sat on a fence post and then just like have a couple of villagers stuck in there. They could pick up the food and then breed, but then the baby villagers would then fall through. And I had done that on a previous Bedrock world, so I figured that would work, but I guess it had been patched or something, because when I got all the villagers in there and was doing that, they just refused to breed, and it just wouldn't work. As soon as I let them have a little bit of space to roam around, they seem to work fine. So I think in the future, what I might do instead is just have an area where a couple of farmers can till up area and then throw crops back and forth between each other and breed up villagers, and then have a row of beds on one side that is separated by a gap with some trap doors. Because from what I understand, baby villagers have a tendency to like to jump on top of beds. It's kind of a fun mechanic, but that allows us to trick the babies into trying to run on top of the beds, and then they fall down the hole, and then we can separate them out into an automatic villager system. I don't have that set up right now, and I'm running out of time to put this together. I've been working on this for over a week now. It's been, I really want to get this out. But we went on a live stream, like I had said earlier, and for 2 entire hours we were villager wrangling, and these are all the villagers that we have to show for it. Not very much, if you ask me, but I mean they're pretty good. We have Infinity here. This guy I haven't locked his trades. Respiration 2, that's not very good. This guy's Sharpness 5, pretty good. Mending, awesome, and then Fortune 3. We'll definitely get some more, and then of course we're going to fill up this hall with with villagers with other trades as well. I'm pretty excited about how this is all coming together. But yeah, I think that's probably all the time that we have, and that's probably all that is going to be from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this look into setting up this villager trading hall. It sure was a fun video to record, and lots of fun live streams. And if you want to see more villager wrangling and such, I'm going to be going live on my Twitch channel over the next few days to try and fill this place up as much as we can. My Twitch channel will be in the description, twitch.tv/clickflow, and I stream every Wednesday and Sunday from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So make sure to catch that if you want, and to hang out and chat. I would love to see you guys. Anyway, I think that's going to be all for me. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel for some more content. My name has been ClickFlow, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye for now.